Hey there, it's Nancy Marco, and thanks for joining me for yoga. Today, we're going to do some hip stretches, some planks to work the upper body, some abs, and I don't know what else we'll throw in there. I hope you'll think about joining me for a live yoga class. I always think they're better. I'm not super comfortable recording, but I make these so that you can have classes to do when I'm not available. So find your mat, make sure you have your water, your props that you might need. I have a block and a ball, I have a neck stretcher, and find yourself in an easy seated pose. If your knees are up high, you might sit in a chair or on a block. I've got this bender ball underneath my backside, helping to roll the pelvic bowl forward. That lifts the crown, encourages the shoulders to drop. Placing my hands palms down, and I let my eyes close. You can close your eyes, hazy your eyes, or stare at something in front of you. We call that a drishti. So we always start out with a centering practice. The centering is rooted in the Enneagram wisdom and the idea of aligning and awakening our three centers of intelligence. So starting with the body, bring our attention from the exterior to the interior. And we do that by noticing how we are sitting, our parts, our pieces, our alignment, bringing the ears over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips by rolling that pelvic bowl forward and lifting the crown, relaxing the hands in a mudra that helps us to be right here, right now. So that first step is surrender, surrendering in to this journey. The second step is to bring attention to the breath, to engage with the body in that awareness of breath and posture. And today, as we usually do, we use Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out through the nostrils and bringing that breath down into the belly, expanding and contracting the belly. When you do Ujjayi breath correctly, you can hear the breath sound at the back of your throat. It's an audible anchor for you to follow. Inhale and exhale. This breath is something I invite you to keep coming back to throughout your practice. To let that breath heighten a sense of physical presence. So, awareness of where you're holding tension, resistance, or where you're distracted in your body. We want to be tuned in, tapped in to the sensations the body shares to keep our practice safe and supportive. Keeping the breath and however you have your eyes as they are. We're going to move up to the head center by sweeping our arms up above our head, bringing our hands into a prayer mudra, touching the heels, the mounds, the fingertips, and then dropping the thumbs either at the third eye, or if that's uncomfortable for you, you can bring them down to your chest. The thumbs at the third eye invite our attention here to the space behind our eyes, between our ears. Here we're invited into consciousness, a connection to inner guidance, and a sense of mental presence, a sense of choice. Where am I putting my attention right now? Connecting with this observer can deepen what we just did in the body, bringing more awareness to places that we missed, where there's tension, resistance, or distraction. With connection to the body and choice and awakeness in the mind, we come down to the third center of intelligence by dropping our hands across our heart, letting ourselves really have a visceral experience of coming home to this space of heart, of love, of connection with ourself. Willing to explore and own the depths of our being. We all have different architecture, different bodies, different histories. We're not going to all do the same yoga. We're going to listen to the messages, the sensations in the body. We're going to make conscious choices about what we're doing and how we're doing it. We're going to ensure that our practice is authentic to ourselves, making sure it nurtures our body, nurtures our mind, nurtures our soul. Invite here a sense of feeling love from the inside out, supported for yourself, by yourself. And then taking time to ask yourself, what aspect of essence have I forgotten or need to bring forth for myself today? And we use our practice as a time to repeat a mantra, bringing that aspect of truth about ourselves, about our wholeness, back to the surface. The mantra can be I am, I allow, I make space for, curious about what if I had, anything that lands in a way that your ego doesn't reject it. Let your inner guidance give you the word that you're going to work with today. And say your mantra to yourself a couple times. Keeping your eyes as they are, drop your hands to your knees. You might pull out any props you have. We're just going to start to ungulate the spine by doing seated cat and cows. So we drop our chin and round our back, concave our belly, bring our shoulders forward, blow out all the air. And then bring the chest forward, the gaze upward. Here we open our eyes, take a big inhale, and just do this nice and slow, imagining the energy running up and down the pranic channel that is also your spinal cord. So we're drawing earth energy up and we're drawing sky or etherical energy down. And just feeling those energies flow up and down inside of you, awakening the mind, the heart, the body. Nice deep breaths, couple more. Listen for that Ujjayi breath sound. And then come to still. And let's let your left shin be in front if it's not already. Sweep the arms up, rooting the sitting bones down. Wiggle all 10 fingers. Move the wrist. And then sway over to the right, back up to center, and over to the left, rooting down with the sitting bones and turning the head to look over the shoulder of the lifted arm. Let the arm that reaches towards the mat have a nice spongy elbow, and just wake up the side body. And you're inhaling and you're exhaling. You're elongating out of the fingertips while you're rooting down through the hips. Next time you're to the right, stay there in a static stretch. Roll that left shoulder back and reach long through the left fingers without collapsing down the right side. So you can straighten that right arm if you like, but don't lock the elbow. On your next inhale, come up and exhale through the other side. Same thing. Lengthen, stretch the eyeballs to look beyond that right shoulder. Inhale both arms up and drop them into a cactus. Elbows press out. You've got a 90-degree angle under your armpits at your elbows. You're spreading all 10 fingers nice and wide, opening up the palms of the hands. You can move your head, make sure you're not tensing up the shoulders. And then exhale, bring the forearms together. And inhale, take them back. And just move and breathe. You're kissing your shoulder blades together as you come forward and then opening up the chest as you go back. So just bringing a little bit of movement into the shoulders, into the chest, into the back, upper back. Listen for that breath sound as you move. Come to still, sweep the arms up, drop the left hand to the right knee, hands come up, right hand to the left knee, and twist at the waist as you keep your hips squared forward. Inhale up, exhale down, fastening the breath, or you can slow down your movement. Listen for that breath sound. We're just firing up and waking up the waist here. The arms, maybe increasing the breath, the heart rate. Turn your head, look over the shoulder and stretch those eyeballs. That field of vision narrows as we age. And then come to still. Poke your hip creases with your fingers. You're going to keep your sitting bones rooted, thinking about keeping the spine tall. So we're not rounding down, we're not collapsing. You're going to hinge forward. So here, a block can be a great place to start, bringing it at its highest heights and just bringing the forearms over it. Drop the shoulders out of the ears. And you can take it down to a lower height. Ask your body what it needs and be mindful to not be rushing these. We're not forcing in yoga. We're not making anything happen. We're bowing our heart towards Mama Earth, keeping the spine nice and long and finding that fold that gives you a nice stretch from tailbone to crown, shoulders out of the ears. When you find your edge, say your mantra. Walk your hands to the right. Stretch through the left fingertips, rooting that left hip down. Keep the chin out of the chest and find that stretch, lowering the left shoulder towards the ground. You can look up again, stretch the neck over that right shoulder. The right elbow is bent. And here we're going to flow a little bit, lift that left arm up at a diagonal. Inhale, and then exhale down to the floor. Inhale, follow your left hand with your gaze and twist at the waist. You can do this slow or fast. Listen to your body. The next time your left hand comes down, place it on top of your right knee and sweep that right hand up. Drop your shoulders down, lift your crown, and then kickstand that right hand behind you and really twist. Keep taking those eyeballs way behind you. Give them a nice stretch. Keeping the left hand where it is, we're going to sweep that right hand up and over. And do a similar sweep, stretching the right oblique now. And you can take your eyeballs to follow your hand. Inhale, exhale. Next time your right hand comes up, sweep it to your left knee. Your knees can come up for a moment. And then as you hold on to the knees, concave your belly, drop your chin. Drop your knees and feel that great stretch across your upper back and your shoulders. Really pull your belly button to the base of your spine and tuck that chin really tight into the chest. You can feel a stretch in the back of your neck, across the back of your heart. On your exhale, release, sweep the arms up to the ceiling. And then bring them behind you, walking your pinkies towards one another, kissing the shoulder blades together and opening up the chest as you press your chest forward, lift your crown up and melt your shoulders away from your ears. So all the little habits we have over black boxes can shorten these muscles across the chest. And here we want to open them up, take the round out of our upper back, open our heart, open our throat, open our mind. Take a time to release and switch those shins. Land the sitting bones and inhale the arms up and out to the side. If this is too much for you, you can bring your hands to your shoulders or your hands to your waist. We're going to twist again. Really whittle away on that waist. I just felt a nice little pop in my spine. Stay long through the crown. Let your eyes follow your hands. Inhale to one side, exhale to the other. And let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And one, bring them down. Poke your hip crease, fold forward. Drop the shoulders out of the ears and get long through the crown. And again, you can always start on the block. So find your yoga. This is a great stretch for the right hip, the right glute. As you bow down, say your mantra. We're going to do some of the same things we did on the other side. So walking to the left, stretching through that right side. Really press that right hip down. Feel the stretch up the side body and down the arm. You can look up over that left shoulder, stretch the eyeballs, stretch the neck. Keep the chin out of the chest. And then when you're ready, inhale that diagonal and sweep. Open up the chest, twist at the waist. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Next time that right hand comes around, grab the left knee, left arm comes up. Kickstand that left hand behind and twist. Get tall. Inhale that left arm up and over. Look up, look down. Twist and stretch. Move. Next time that left hand comes up, land it on the right knee. Concave the belly, drop the chin, open up across the upper back again. Lower the knees, sweep the arms up, crescent over to the right, hold it, roll that left shoulder back. And if you like, bring that left hand behind the head and the heart forward. So a little add on, you don't have to do it. Breathe and breathe. Contract the belly to bring both arms up and find the other side. Stretch long, add on if that's for you. Shine your heart. Say your mantra here. Inhale both arms up. Find the cactus. 10 fingers spread wide here. We're going to come halfway down, halfway up, rotating the shoulders. Keep the belly button pulled in and the crown nice and tall. Halfway down and then straight up. Spread 10 fingers as wide as they can. You're kissing your shoulder blades together. You're maintaining those 90-degree angles. Make full movement. Come all the way down, come all the way up. We'll do a couple of these. Come to still, take the arms out to the side, sweep the right arm across, push away, bring the left hand underneath and look away. Stay tall, turn at the neck. Bring this right shoulder close to the body. On your inhale, sweep both arms up. Bring that right hand behind you. Take that left hand, give a nice little tug. Keep the shoulders square with the front of your mat and just feel a nice little stretch in that right shoulder. As we're holding this, we're going to nod our chin down And then look up to the ceiling, giving the front of our neck a nice stretch. When you go upward, you can jut your chin up. Let your eyes follow the move. And then come back to center. Sweep the arms up, out to the side. Left hand comes across, right hand underneath. Push away, look away. Drop the shoulders out of the ears and get taller through your spine. Inhale, both arms up. Left hand comes behind, right hand gives that hand just a little tug, then square your shoulders. And this time we'll do some tongue push-ups. So sticking your tongue straight out and then trying to touch the tip of your nose and then putting it back in. Do 10 of those. Release. You can shake out your shoulders, your wrists, your hands. And then come to sit with legs long on the mat. Peel away the flesh underneath the sitting bones. Separate your legs about the mat width apart and kickstand your hands behind you. Pinkies walk towards one another, opening the heart as we do this. And then we're going to drop our big toes towards the mat and then our pinky toes to outside our mat. So we're rotating at the hip crease. And while we're sitting here, let's do some more face yoga. So fill your cheeks with air and push that air around your face and count to 10. Come to still. Walk the feet a little closer. Make sure the crown is lifted. And then we're going to point our toes, curl the toes all the way into the bottom of the feet. Feel a nice stretch, the top of your feet up into your shins. And then flex your feet, pushing out through the heels and separating 10 toes. So I did a 3 hours of gardening with my daughter yesterday. And man, this feels good to stretch those calves. While we're doing this one, we're going to do 10 tongue push-ups. So what that looks like is you're going to stick your tongue out, touch the tip of your nose, and then bring it back in. So do 10 of those. Come to still and walk the feet together so the toe mounts touch for staff pose. So again, walk the pinkies together, erect through the crown of the head. And this time, press out through the heels, drawing the toes towards you and bringing your heart forward. So we're opening our mind, we're relaxing our face, we're opening the chest, we're staying tall through the crown, and then we're pushing out through the heels to really stretch those calves. And then relax the heels, point the toes, turn the hands and rest them right outside the hips. So this is one of the 5 Tibetans, and it includes a table. So to do this pose, our feet are just at a neutral stance at the ankles. The hands are flat down. We're going to exhale, drop the chin to the chest, stretching the back of the neck. but keeping nice tall lift from tailbone to shoulders. The shoulders drop out of the ears. And then on the inhale, as the gaze lifts, the hands step behind, the feet come towards us, and the hips come up. Don't lock your elbows. And then you come down. If that's too much for you, you can simply walk the hands back and lift the chest and come back like that. So let's do 10. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Find that 90-degree angle at your hips and at your ankles. Sweep your arms up and hinge forward. So we're not rounding here. We're staying long, shooting lightning bolts out of our fingers, and we're stretching the back of our knees, the length of our spine. And so here you might pulse, you might hold, drop the shoulders out of the ears, melt the back of the knees down. Keep reaching, keep folding. And then when you exhale, drop your fingers where they fall and go ahead and round the back, drop the chin, roll the shoulders away from the ears. And then pulling the belly button in as you round up, bring that left leg with you. Come into a half wind removing pose, peeling the flesh away between the thigh and the belly, and sit up as tall as you can. We're going to look over the left shoulder and then look over the right shoulder, keeping the neck as long as possible. Inhale, exhale. And come to still. Take that left ankle across the top of the right leg, depending on your flexibility. It could be down below your knee, above your knee. Kickstand your right hand and coax open that left knee. So we're stretching from hip to knee, really opening up that hip. If this isn't enough for you and you really want to deepen that psoas stretch, you can bring the heel into the hip crease and then coax that knee down. Remember, you're not forcing, you're just giving a little encouragement to open up. Another add-on here is you can bring the bottom of that right foot to the mat, thread your hands through the keyhole underneath the thigh or around the shin, and come into a seated box or seated figure 4 pose. Be mindful that the shoulders are dropped, the crown is long. Find your yoga. From here, we're going to move into half lord of the fishes. The bottom leg is straight. The top leg lifts up. The flesh is peeled away between the belly and the thigh. Right arm wraps around, crown stays tall. So just do this much for now. We'll add on in a second. We're going to transfer to the other side. Hands come up. Left elbow tucks on the inside of the left leg. Right hand comes behind. Look over that right shoulder. Stay tall through the crown. So the face yoga here is a breath of fire at the belly. So you're pulsing the belly. And we're going to take our lips over that right shoulder and sip on a straw that's not there. This helps to tone up the neck. So do 20 sips. When you're done, inhale both arms up. And if it works for you, same thing on the other side. If this doesn't work for you, you can just go back to holding as we did before. So staying tall. Bring those lips over that left shoulder. Breath of fire at the belly. You're pulsing at the belly. 20 sips. And come on out, straighten that left leg. Come into staff pose. Sorry, you got an itchy nose here. Toe mounts touch. Pinkies walk to each other. Heart opens, throat open, mind open. Staff pose. Push out through your heels. Draw your toes towards you. You can separate all 10 toes. Really stretch out those calves. And breathe. And breathe. Drop down the heels, relax the feet, bring the arms up, hinge at the hip crease, fold forward, reach forward, and melt the back of your knees down. Exhale, drop the fingers, round the back, concave the belly, bow, say your mantra. Inhale to bring that right leg up, peel away the flesh, wrap the elbow around. And again, look to the right, look to the left. Keep the neck nice and long, the spine nice and tall, ears over shoulders. When you are still, shoulders over hips. Come to still and bring that ankle across the knee or anywhere on the leg. Kickstand the left hand, coax down that right knee. Or not. If your knee's way up in the air, you just might be trying to relax it. Sit up tall. Lots of places to add on. Remember, you can explore a deeper psoas stretch. You can deepen into a figure 4. Find your yoga. So my hips been talking to me, and it feels so good to be able to do this today because last week I had to modify. Modifying is smart. Yoga is not a competition. When you're ready, Lord of the Fishes or half Lord of the Fishes, peel away the flesh, wrap the elbow around, turn, get tall, breathe. And inhale the arms up, come into the easy side. Take the lips over the shoulder with a nice tall spine. Work that front of the neck. Sip in on a straw that isn't there, pulsing your belly. When you're done, inhale up, come into the other side, either full pose or modified pose. Same thing, 20 sips over here. on out. And after all that sipping, I'm going to get a drink. If you want to get a drink, we're coming into box pose. Transitions are a great time to just grab a little drink. 10 fingers spread wide, knees under hips, toes tucked. Find your box. So that's a good time to just remind yourself, Zoom yoga, you are responsible for yourself, what you choose to do in your yoga. Box pose, the arms are not locked, but they're straight. The knees are right under the hips. And we can slip in some cow and cats. When we come into cow, bend the elbows, drop the belly, take the gaze up. When we come into cat, straighten the arms, arch the back, pull the belly button to the spine. Come back to neutral. Bring the left hand to the middle of the mat, the left knee to the middle of the mat. Then sweep the left foot off to the side, straighten the right leg, and bring the right arm up. So here we're thinking about bringing this left hip, this bottom hip forward, this right hip back, and stacking our shoulders. Don't lock your elbow, but keep it straight. This might be all you do. If this is enough, you stop there. If you like more, lift up that right arm, sweep that, lift up that right leg, sweep that right arm. Keeping the hips and the shoulders stacked, we're going to work our oblique, elbow and knee come together. And we do 10, 9, crunch, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your right foot, engage your core, and come up on to your left knee. Reposition if you're not exactly right on your mat. You want that right foot, all four corners pressing into the mat, and then staying between two panes of glass. Sweep the arms up and crescent and stretch. Long through your fingers. Keep your shoulders out of your ears. This should feel good. And if you want, you can static stretch. Reaching, holding, and breathe, and breathe. And come on out onto your knees. We're going to work those quads. So getting as tall as you can through the top of your head. You're going to hinge back until you feel those quads fire up. See if you can keep your glutes loose and really have the muscles from your knees up to the hip joint holding you. You can add on with arms out or arms up. If you put your arms up, keep the shoulders out of the ears. Stay long through the crown and breathe and breathe. Sweep the arms out to the side. Let the heart come forward, come into camel. So modified camel, the hands come into fist at the kidney points. The shoulder blades kiss and a string pulls the heart up. Full camel, you drop your fingers down to your heels. I'm not going to do that today. Your head is not drooping. It is supported, so don't let it just flop. Just find your edge and breathe and breathe. I always find it's good to start with a modified camel and then slowly come out. And we were like this, sorry. And we're going to walk into our box pose. So I'm going backwards just so so I can have it in good view for you. And now we bring our right hand to the middle of the mat, our right knee. We kickstand that right knee, step out with the left. You're in side plank on the other side. So decide if you're going to hold this or add on. Try the crunches for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step that left leg long, come up onto that right knee, that left leg. Take time to get here and then sweep your arms up and find that nice flow, stretching the oblique or a hold. If you hold, roll the shoulder back, look up to the ceiling, breathe and breathe. And come on out onto the knees and hinge back. Fire up those quads and breathe and breathe. Exhale, camel pose. Fist at the kidney points or fingers reach for the heels. Breathe and breathe. Make your way up and come back into box. Same thing, left hand, left knee, kickstand, find your side plank. Lift up, reach long. And this time we're going to do half bow. Bend the knee, take the hand, grab the top of the foot, balance, kick out with the foot, pull with the hand, keep the head straight and stretch that quad. And breathe and breathe. And come on out, straight right leg, sweep the arms up. This time we're going to twist, take the arms out to the side or to your shoulders and do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on your knees. Sink back. Get long. Count to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Camel. Arch the back. Lift the heart. Drop the shoulders. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to box pose. Right hand in the middle, right knee. Kickstand, extend, lift. Add on if it's for you. Bend the knee, sweep the hand, grab the top of the foot, half bow, quad stretch, opening that quad. We're kissing our shoulder blades, we're opening our throat, our mind. Breathe and breathe. So if you can't do this, it's okay. You can always add a strap here. We're going to release, extend that left leg long, reset. You can always have something under your knees here. You can always take a break. Arms come up, come out, and we're twisting, whittling that waist. So the older I get, the thicker my waist gets. I can't imagine if I didn't do these, how thick it would get. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come onto our knees, tuck the toes. We're going to take a little break from these quads and stretch the ball of our feet so the toes are tucked. You can bring your hands down. You can rock back and forth here, stretching the ball of your foot. You can lift your knees up, stretching the ball of your foot, or you can simply just sit on the heels. You can shake out your wrists if they're talking to you, and breathe and breathe. Come back to box pose and add in some cow and cats. We're going to up this up a little bit. Do what you can. Come to still, left hand in the middle, left knee. Extend that left foot behind. Come into a modified side plank. Lift up that right leg and step it in front of your left knee. Straighten out the left leg. If this is not enough for you, you can come into full plank. We're going to splay that right hand back, thread it underneath. And so we're going to do 6. Inhale up. 5, thread it through. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your right hand down, set up for plank pose. You can full plank. You can always drop your knees. We're bringing the head forward. We're softening the elbows, drawing them into the body. Full plank. You're on the ball of your feet and you're breathing. Pull that belly button in. Drop the shoulders out of the ears. Feel the triceps, biceps, the chest, the back, building that muscle, that tone. And breathe and breathe. If your knees were lifted, drop them down, untuck your toes, and come into a child's pose. Hips to heels, widen the shoulders, really stretch out across your upper back. And breathe and breathe. Shake your head. Yes and no. Practice the power in saying yes and no without triggers, without drama. Make your way back to box. Side plank on the right side. Lift the leg, step it forward. Extend the bottom leg. So that's the modifier. Full pose. Both legs extended. Thread it through. Lift it up. Exhale. Inhale for 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Full plank on your knees or on your toes. Chaturanga. Bend the elbows, pull them in, get long through your crown. Count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One, child's pose. Drop your forehead this time. Bring your hands on either side of your ankles. You can wiggle your fingers, you can rotate your wrist, you can squeeze imaginary oranges, relax your shoulders. Walk your hands forward, come back into that box. Tell your arms, thank you. They're so strong across your chest, across your back. We're going to come into a downward facing dog. So exhale, hips up. Move your feet, pedal your heels, wag your tailbone, explore your down dog. Hips up, ears come between the upper arms, shoulders relax away from the ears, and heels fall to the floor. You're making a nice, beautiful triangle with your body. Feel the power of that triangle, which invites you into choice. Choice with what you're doing, choice with where your thoughts go, choice with using your feelings, not as something you become or deny, but something you explore. Messengers. We're going to walk our feet to the middle of the mat, walk our hands, same thing, and come into a forward fold. Soft knees, belly touches the thighs. You want to protect that low back, and the top of the head reaches for the floor. Just get all the tension, all the head trash out. Just shake your head. And then we're going to come up, engaging the core, rolling up into a salute. So hands reach up overhead. You get nice and tall. And then exhale, bend the knees, splay the arms, open the fingers with your next inhale, kiss your shoulder blades. It's the top of a swan dive. Here we're shining our light. Say your mantra. And then we hinge at the hips. Exhale, fold all the way down, touch fingers, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring that upper body parallel with the floor. Stretch those hamstrings. Feels so good after all that gardening. Sag the belly. Bring the heart forward. Lengthen through the crown. We're going to do it again. Exhale, touch down. Inhale up into a salute. Exhale, top of the swan dive. Inhale, full swan. Say your mantra. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Do this mindfully. Exhale down. Inhale up. Think about how you're moving, what you're doing, and flow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We're going to stop it right here. Hands to prayer, thumbs to heart. Take a moment. Feel alive. Feel your body, your feet, your toes, your ankles, your shins, your calves, your knees, your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, your waist, your shoulders, your neck, your face. Let's get a drink and we'll do some balance. Balance on carpet is harder than balance on a hard surface. I got a nice little yoga board here. I thought it was stupid expensive, but I'm glad I have it. I've used it for over 5 years now. So for balance, we always start out in mountain pose. You can use the length of your foot to set the distance between your feet. And then you're mindful to have ears over shoulders. That means bringing that chin back, shoulders over hips, and hips over feet. You can splay the hands out if it doesn't bother your shoulders and find your drishti. That's something you're staring at that's not moving. Your knees aren't locked, they're soft. We're going to weight into the left and bring the right ankle across, tucking the ball of the foot into the floor. We're going to sweep our arms up into a prayer mudra, helping to integrate the mind, and then drop the hands at the heart with elbows out. So anytime you're at your edge, you stop. The add-on is to sit in a chair that's not there. So bending the knees, bringing the hips down, keeping the spine long. And then you can come into a figure four and sink down. The full pose is forearms to the shin, side of the shin. Lots of time to get there. Drop the foot. If you lifted, come on up. Come back to mountain. Sweep the arms up. Swan dive. Forward fold all the way down. Weighting into that left foot again, sweep that right leg off to the side. Press the front of your right knee into the back of your left knee and bend your knees. Shiva squat. Pick up that right leg using your abs. Keep everything square. Bring your hands to prayer. Balance. If you can't bring your hands to prayer, keep them low. Feel that quad, that glute fire up. Drop the hands, drop the foot, forward fold. Shake out the head trash. And as you roll up, use your abs and say your mantra. Mountain pose. Weight into the right foot, cross the ankle, tuck that foot, the ball of the foot into the floor, splay out that left knee. Sweep the arms up, bring the hands together, integrate the mind, a whole mind, logic and creativity together. Sit down in the chair that isn't there. Add on figure four. And breathe. And breathe. Balance. Your way out. Swan dive down. Cross the left leg. Press the knees into each other. Lift that left foot. See if you can lift your hands. And breathe. And breathe. Make your way out. Roll up. Sweep up. Hands to prayer, thumbs to heart. Can we do one more? Chair pose maybe with a figure four. Your way out. Swan dive down. Shiva squat. Forward fold. Mountain pose. Balance. Sit in a chair. Your glutes will feel this tomorrow. You'll have a nice, tight tone booty if you do this. Mountain pose. Swan dive down. Shiva squat. And come on out. Make your way down to your mat. Legs long. Kickstand the hands, shake out the legs. So we did side plank, full plank, all different kinds of side planks. We need to do reverse plank. So bring the toe mounds together. Point the toes. Walk the hands behind. Thumbs come towards each other. Modification is you kiss the shoulder blades, lift the heart, soft elbows. Full pose, lift your hips. Reverse plank. I don't think I'm going to do it, but if you have more energy, you can march with your feet, lifting one and then the other. I'm just going to count 10, 9, 8, soft elbows, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down, sweep up, fold forward, reach long, drop down, bow down, slide both feet towards you, and come into a cobbler. Peace fingers around your big toes. You can flutter your knees. Think about heart coming forward, crown going upward. You can hold the knees down. If you have that space, you can poke the hip crease and bow down for a bigger stretch. Find your yoga and know wherever you are, if that's your edge, that's enough for today. So I've had to really learn that with aging, with injuries that I've had, with unexplainable occurrences. It just is okay to let your yoga be different every day. Say your mantra. Wherever you landed, walk up. Bring that right heel into the groin and pick up that left leg. So little hip sweeps. This is one. Seated pigeon. Bringing that calf into the crook of the elbow, staying nice and tall. Just hugging your baby. You can rock it or you can be static stretch. Find your yoga. And then release that leg, bring it to the outside of the hip. Sit up nice and tall. Sweep the arms up. Bring the right hand to the left knee. Look over that left shoulder. So if this is impossible for you, modification is to lift up that right hip with a block or a ball, or just do a seated twist. Think about wringing out all that doesn't serve you. And breathe and breathe. Unwind. See if you can bring that knee forward. If you can't, it's okay. Just do what you can. Be in a seated pose. Half heroes pose stretch. We're going to walk our hands behind us. Keep that knee on the floor. Walk down to your forearms or drop all the way down onto your back. We're not doing too much. We're just feeling that stretch from the knee up to the hip. And breathe and breathe. Wherever you landed, gently come out. Bring that left heel in and find your right hip. Nice, easy stretch or a pigeon hold. If you're doing the hold, make sure the heart is coming forward, the shoulders are dropped down, and the crown is tall. And breathe and breathe. Bring that foot behind. Add something under this left hip if you can't do this. Sweep the arms up. Find the twist. Look over that right shoulder as tall as you can. And breathe. And breathe. Exhale out. Sweep that knee in front. See if you can stretch that quad. Keep the knee down. Walk the hands behind. Find your edge. So some days I can lay flat down. Not today. Maybe it was all that yard work. It's interesting to just honor the body, doing what you can instead of forcing, practicing grace. And breathe and breathe. Enjoy the stretch. Make your way out. Grab a drink. Get props close to you that you're going to want for Savasana, but we still got a little bit of ab work to do. Bring your heels down to the bottom of your mat. Peel away the flesh. Keep the heels down. Keep the crown up. Extend the arms out. We're going to roll one vertebra at a time, pulling that belly button in, letting the back of the neck be the last thing down. When you get down, feet go up, hands go up. Dad bug, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your ankles. And come to still and cross the wrists, cross the ankles as you glue your belly button down into the mat. So roll the pelvis so the back is flat. And here you can do really small little crosses, or you can take it out wider. Just don't lose that contraction in the belly. So you don't want any arch under your low back. And breathe And breathe. Come to still. Drop your hands down to the mat. Release your shoulders and heavy your head. Walk your hands underneath your buttocks. Keep your back so that it's pressed into the mat. The core is engaged. And then drop one leg, lift it up, drop the other leg. So scissoring the legs. This is one. See if you can do this. Lift your chest if you want a little more challenge. If you're not feeling the challenge, drop two legs. Lift them up. Don't arch your back. Don't tuck your chin. Keep your throat open. And let's do 10, 9, 8. Do as many as you can. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your head, your shoulders, bend your knees. Let your feet be as wide as your mat. Slide your hands out, up over your head. Take a stretch. Arch that low back off of the floor. And then exhale into cactus arms. So if your arms can't hit the floor, you place something underneath them until you can really open that heart, open the chest, open 5 fingers and feel the chakras in your hands. Lengthen your fingers to take any arthritis out. Find your breath. Listen for that inhale and exhale. And then we're going to rock the knees side to side, letting the hip come off of the ground. And then turn your head with the rock. So rocking the head from side to side. And inhale and exhale. And you can make this slow with a hold, stretching the quad, stretching the oblique. Here we have an open mind. You can feel the open throat. You have your voice, but it's a voice without drama. It's a voice without trauma or drama. It easily says yes. It easily says no, thank you. We're moving the hips to invite in joy. We're breathing. Nice little neurological soothing movement to come in to the end of our practice. Come to still, walk the feet right behind the hips, bring the right ankle across the left knee. You can take a moment here to use your fingertips on your right hand or a block to open up that hip again. We're going to come into a twist, lifting the hips, rolling onto that left hip, dropping that right knee towards the floor. You can take that left hand to coax up or coax down. You're melting your shoulders and you're looking over that left elbow. You might feel a nice little stretch in front of that right shoulder as you melt your elbow, your right ear to the floor. Be mindful to also keep this left side nice and long. And close your eyes. You can say your mantra. If you're not getting enough twist, straighten that right leg. Just think about letting go of resistance, of needing to be right. Do you want to be right or do you want to be in relationship? Real tough one when the ego wants to be right. And breathe and breathe. Release any shame, any guilt, any lack, any disconnection from inner knowing, intuition, wholeness, connection. Come back to center. Recactus that left arm. Walk the heels to the buttocks. Left ankle across right knee. You can take a second here to open up the hip. Hips, according to Louise Hay, are all about joy. So hip, hip, array. Let the joy be right here, right now. Don't need anything to bring forth joy. It's a choice in the moment. We don't need a new shiny object. We don't need somebody to like us or validate us. Just choose joy in its purest form just because you're alive. Find your way into the twist, lift the hip, roll over to the right. Oh, that's tight today. Right hand can hold down or coax up. Look over the left shoulder. Keep the elbow, back of the shoulder heavy. Breathe. You can close your eyes. You can say your mantra. You can straighten that left leg. Oh, that brings in more of a stretch. See if you can melt. It's like a pre-chiropractic adjustment. If you can melt into it, you might feel your bones settle back in to their right places. So Savasana is next, and it can be done in a trillion different ways. So restorative Savasana includes adding furniture to drape your knees over or legs up against the wall. More challenging Savasanas can be a cobbler pose. Restorative for the low back can be teepee knees, something falling between them. You can have props underneath you, rolled washcloths or towels. You can have blankets over you. You can have an eye pillow. You can have bolsters. So take time to prop up or keep it pure. Pure Savasana as legs are straight and wide, feet flopped out to the side. Ask your body and listen to your body. Create that neural pathway from your brain through your heart with compassion, asking the sensations of your body to guide you. What do I need today? And Savasana should be super comfortable. So if it's not, switch out. If laying on your back isn't good for you, lay on your belly. If that's not good for you, try laying on your side with something between your knees. Support your head. So fetal pose is another option. Eyes can stare at the ceiling. They can be hazy. They can be closed, which keeps you present. So for some people, closed eyes takes them into disassociation or la la land or astral traveling. Some people with their eyes open get distracted by the things in the room. So you have to be tuned in, tapped into yourself. What do you need? There's no right or wrong. And breathe and settle and surrender. And use your breath as you inhale, scan for where you're still holding, where you're distracted, where there's tension. And with your exhale, maybe you use an open mouth exhale here to help you soften, melt. You're melting into presence, tuned in, tapped in to yourself. This is your time with you. Time to build that relationship with yourself. Are you right here? No judgment. Come back if you left. If you went into the future, the past, come back to your breath. Come back to Ujjayi breath. Inhale, exhale. Bring a little smile to your lips. Watch the tension in your face melt away. Maybe places you didn't even know you were tense. And slowly with your next inhale, make your way out of any constrictive props and into a nice stretch. And then find your way into a restorative fetal pose, rolling to one side, catching your head with your forearm, and then place something, even if it's just your fist, in between your knees. So that spacer supports the hips and the low back. Make sure the chest is lifted and there's space at the throat to keep the mind open, to keep your voice, to make sure it's coming from a full heart instead of any trauma or fear. You can pull your thighs closer to your chest to give a nice little last stretch for your low back. Fetal pose is our first pose that we did in our mother's womb. And it offers space to gain clarity, to have inner knowing. When you feel ready, gently make your way up to a seated pose, maybe a hero's pose, maybe an easy seated pose. And just take a moment to give yourself a hug. So, self touch, so important and so strange for so many people. Just take your hands, wrap them around yourself, and give yourself a tight squeeze. Maybe declaring, I love you. Maybe saying, I'm sorry for any ways I forgot you. Thinking of the Ho'oponopono, I love you. Forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Bring those hands to prayer, thumbs to heart. Thanks so much for practicing with me today. Again, I hope you'll try to log on to a live class. I build those classes around those that attend, always enjoying the challenge when the requests are on opposite ends of the yoga spectrum. Have a great day. Namaste.